Good morning. Welcome to Crochet with Nonna Rosanna. I'm Rosanna. How are you today? I woke up to this. I'm going to show you a couple pictures. I hope you can see it. Our little kitten, which we just adore, decided that she got into one of my bags at night before I'm ready the next morning to put my video together. I bring all my WIPs into the dining room and I line them up on the table or on the floor beside me. And she got into one of them. So this is her doing it. Unbelievable. It ran from the dining room into the kitchen to the family room. Then the yarn went around the table a couple times, and then she brought the whole skein of yarn upstairs, and we found it on our bed. She brings us presents every night, but this is the first time she's ever done something like that. I just thought I had to share it. It's unbelievable. I went, oh no. Thank goodness I had a stitch marker in the project, so it didn't get unraveled. But that's what we woke up to this morning well, I woke up to, and I left it so my husband could see it also. And she just loves yarn. So, we made her own little balls, and I make sure that the yarn room door is closed and everything is put away. I have a little cart in the family room. So I hang up my project so she can't get at the yarn too. But she got into it last night. She had a good night, I think. I said to my husband, she's going to have a new home. And he started laughing. So that's what I woke up to this morning. It is the beginning of a long weekend. So Friday morning I'm making this, but tomorrow you'll see it Saturday. And we've got plans just to do a barbecue on Sunday. It's supposed to rain Saturday, so that'll be my crochet day. I've decided I'm going to crochet. I've been working out in the gardens, and I've got 3 small flower beds in the front that I worked on all week. So I spent a couple hours every day out there. So that took away from my crocheting a little bit, but I got a few things done. So that was good. My mom is doing okay. She went for blood work yesterday, and she'll have to go again, I believe, Tuesday for another set of blood works, and hopefully they'll do her next session of chemo on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'll keep you updated on that. She's had a back pain, but I think that's just from her sitting around and lying, on the couch and not being very comfortable. But she's doing okay. She's still going out. They're going out for my stepdad, my dad, and her going out, for coffee and staying in the car. They went and parked by the lake and just watched the water for a little bit. So she is getting out. She's very weak, but doing okay. So that's the update on my mom. So like I said, probably Sunday. It's supposed to be the nicest day, about 21 degrees Celsius, so mid 70s. And we'll have a barbecue in the backyard. So I'm looking forward to that. And the rest of the weekend, Colin and I will just be doing some gardening outside. There's some stones that have to be lifted and re-leveled and everything, so we're going to be doing that. So let's get on to my WIPs. My first WIPs are my treadmill squares that I make. So it's another 10 squares, and I'm using some scrap yarn that was in my tangled yarn, and I think I've got enough to do a border. I think with this, I believe it's Caron Simply Soft, but I think a strand is missing, so I'm just going to use maybe a burgundy Simply Soft that I have upstairs to join it together in the continuous join. So that's 10 more squares. So they're a little bit smaller than my normal squares. They're about 5.5, almost 6 inches. So we'll try and see if I can put them together and hopefully get it in the size of a wheelchair lapcan. So that is WIP number 1. My diamond painting of the Van Gogh irises is coming along. I still haven't completed the first bottom 4 inches, quite a bit of diamond painting to do. It's a huge, huge project. I can't remember the size. I'm just going to look. Basically, it's 34 by 24. So it's quite a large project. That'll take me months to do. And I haven't done any of my paint by number. Like I said, I've been doing my exercises every morning, and it's by the time it's all said and done, it's at least an hour. By the time I get ready, go downstairs, start. I do about 45 minutes every morning at a real quick walking pace. So I'm quite happy with that. And I'm starting to see results. My heart rate has gone down a bit. And some of my clothes are feeling a little looser. So I like that. So that's my diamond painting. So let's get into my yarny WIPs. My first one is my Nans Next Knots, and it's luck of the draw. And I'm not sure if everybody knows Nans Next Knot. I'll link her channel below. Had you pick out a main color and 8 other colors, and every Thursday she comes on, fluff, and draws a number, and that's corresponding to your numbers that you've picked for your yarn. So this week, mine was purple tweed. So I got my purple tweed. It's not showing up. Like last week, my colors, it's a dull day outside, and the reason we're supposed to have full sunshine, but with all the fires out west, we're getting smoke, so we're getting hazy days. It's blocking out the sun. So I think when the sun is shining, my colors turn out perfect, but when it's not, they just don't turn up at all. So this is purple flax, and then the next one is navy blue, and the next one is purple. So that's how far I've gotten with Nan's Next Knots. And probably another couple of weeks, and I should be done with this blanket. And I'll just stop because I believe she's going just 20 weeks this time. So the colors are turning out great, and I think with the spring green, it's really turning out nicely. And I even sewed in my ends last night while watching the Blue Jays game. So I do that every Thursday night while we're watching sports. Our Toronto Maple Leafs lost, so they're out of the playoffs for hockey. So now our focus is on our Toronto Blue Jays, and they're doing okay. So that's Nan's Next Knots. And most of the yarns are Michael's Craft Smart. And the green that I'm using is spring green, I believe. Yes. And it's a red heart. And the yarns I'm getting are so much softer now from Red Heart. I believe they are now made, where does it say? Can't see where it's made. Made in Canada with imported fibers. So, made in Canada. And they are much softer. So that's Nan's Next Knot, and I just keep it in one of my big grocery bags. And then the next item I'm doing, I'm making a shawl every month. Judy at Judy's Crochet Creations is doing almost a collab every month. She puts out a flower. This is the flower. And I started something and then I stopped because I thought, I've done this before, and I did. A few months ago, I've used this same yarn. So I'm just going to put this on the side, and this was actually the yarn that was around my house, so I had to ball it up a little bit. And I started this pattern, and I quite like it, but basically I've made this same shawl, very similar, but not quite, for one of her other ones. So I'm going to start something else this weekend, and I'll just put this on the side, and I will finish it because this year I'm going to do 2 different seniors' homes to donate my my blankets and my shawls to. So each home will get a shawl that's very similar to the other. And this is just an old Karen Simply Soft, and the color is no longer in stock. And it was Funny Boy. So I will have to pick another few yarns for Judy's crochet along with the flower picture inspiration. And then the next thing I've been working on is the race car rug that I'm doing. And I'm making it all out of Super Saver, and I've used the black, the white, and also the spring green. And I'm still attached here. And I'm probably a quarter of the way through it. So that's how far I've gotten so far. So this is the inside of the track, and then I've started, and this is the finish line here, and it's like a zigzag. Once I get all the rounds of black in, it'll work. So this takes a lot of concentration, a lot of counting. So I do this during the day because, especially with the black now, it's driving me crazy. Um, but I've got till July to do this. So I'm just working on this race car track, which I'm really enjoying. It does take concentration, but I know Levi is going to love it. His birthday's in July, so I've got lots of time to finish it. And another reason I'm doing this slowly is because it's held with two strands of yarn at the same time, and it hurts. It hurts my arm. It hurts my fingers. So a little bit at a time. So I'll just work on it basically an hour a day from now on to see how far, and then we'll. The closer we get, the more I'll be working on it. But I'm hoping to finish it within a month or so. So that is my next WIP that I'm working on. And I've done a little bit of work on my book cover inspiration for my monthly inspiration, and I'm going to have to get moving on that. That's going to be a project for next week because we're already past midway through the month, and I'm nowhere close to being finished on that one. So those are the WIPs that I've been working on this past week. And last week I had told you that I had finished my diamond painting of the sewing machine, but I couldn't find the picture and it was upstairs. So I just thought I'd show you the sewing machine. And I just love the sparkles in it. So that's one of my WIPs, which was actually one of my finished items, I'm sorry, which actually was the week before. So I finished that, and I only have one finished crochet item, and that is my top that I was designing for myself. I'm pleased the way it turned out. I still don't know how to do decreases for the sleeves, so I'm going to have to find a pattern, do that one, and then just incorporate. So this is all done by me. And so this is it here. And I'm really happy. I'm going to stop it and I'm going to put it on for you this time. So I'm back. So this is my finished sweater. I think I did the counts pretty well. I've got a pink sports bra underneath, so you're seeing through it. But I don't think I need to wear anything. I'll back up a bit and let's see if I can stand up, actually. Okay, I'll squat here. So I'm okay. It's going in a little bit at the waist, and this is to wear with jeans, so I've just got leggings on right now. So I'm quite happy the way it turned out. It's a great length. At the bottom, I just did single crochets, and then I started the pattern. And like I said, next time when I make another one, I'll know to only do 5 rows between each design. That way the design is facing the same way every time. But I'm really quite happy the way it turned out. It's given me a little bit of shape, which is great. I'm not sure how to alleviate this because I don't think I could make it any tighter here. But all in all, I'm very happy with it. I just went around the with single crochets, and I did a few decreases in here. I decreased 2 the first time, and then I decreased 3 stitches in the second row. So I'm quite happy the way it turned out. The color is totally off. It is Lion Brand yarn. It's 24/7, and it's 100% mercerized cotton. And the color is just purple, but this purple is not showing up the color that it is. It's a much brighter color. So I'm quite pleased, and this is my first design that I've done for myself. So I think I'm going to do some more. Like I said, I want to learn how to maybe decrease here for the sleeves. I'd like to make a little tank. And one of the reasons I started this was Linan and Jackie, and I will link their channels below, are doing a hashtag Tanks and Tees 2023. And they've Jackie has listed a whole bunch of patterns that are really quite they look simple, that a beginner intermediate could do. And they're doing a collab, and at the month they will be showing everybody's tees and tanks that they made. So I'm going to enter this one in as my own pattern, so I'm very pleased with that. And I'm going to try one of the ones that one of the tanks that they have listed in their Tanks and Teas 2023. So hop on over to their channel. Jackie has put together a great amount of free patterns that you could go and check out. So this is my first one, and hopefully I'll be able to get, I believe it runs till June, the end of June. I'm not sure. You'll have to check that out. But I'm very happy with this one, and I'm looking forward to making another. And I've got some Kobu upstairs, so I'm going to be doing that. I like the mercerized cotton. It's a little bit heavy, but I think on a cooler summer day, this will be perfect. So that's what I have done for this week. I hope you have a wonderful long weekend. Here in Canada, we call it the May 2-4 weekend, and 2-4 is, we also call a case of beer, a large case of beer, 2-4. So it's always been the May 2-4 weekend. When I was younger, I'd go camping, and it always rains on this weekend. So we're used to it. So have a wonderful long weekend. I believe in the US, they also have a long weekend. And if you're not in either country, have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.